Okay. I did it. I'm smart. Okay. Let me know if it's working. Yeah, word. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I don't really have like a agenda. I just want to talk to you guys because, well, give more access because I know everyone's like, when's it launching? What's happening? Blah, blah. And no, I'm not, it's happening. So I want to, give you guys an opportunity to get some live answers on the spot instead of just Discord stuff. So, go, Pikachu. What do you, tell me about, if you're worried about anything, if you have questions about anything, specifically any technical issues. Tagging done. No, that's literally never going to be done. That's not something that's like doneable. It's like always going to be ongoing. I can't have a hard deadline because it requires like 5 other people to conform to my hard deadline with whatever they're doing. And I can't seem to do it. And I don't have enough money to hire like... You wanna give me paw? Give me... Come on. Give me paw. Good boy. Yeah, there's plenty of content. I have like 1,000 hours of porn content. I don't know what you mean content created. Like, I have content. I have 60 scenes like processed on the site that are like, you can see pictures, they have thumbnails, they have basic information, they have a price, like that stuff. There's not more because there's been some back-end issues that it's like double the work for me to put up the information and images for a scene without actually being able to put the video on the back end. So I've just been waiting until that video shit is done, because I don't want to do like double the work of putting it all together at once. The biggest problem right now, probably money. No, it's really, the biggest problem is just that it's a remote team. And like, my CTO, Richard's brilliant. I saw him in Portland. We got a lot done in Portland, but we couldn't get everything done because that required 3 other guys to be available. And doing shit that we needed from them. So I might go back to Portland to get things further done. But the issue is like, I paid Richard at the start like a decent amount to build the bulk of the platform, 23,000 lines of code, but then he became CTO and he's not getting paid anymore. Not that that changes anything. I think he's actually done great, but he has other clients and he has meetings and he has kids, and for the past like 2.5 weeks he was sick, and so much of everything hinges on him. So I wasn't able to get it out by the end of July, which is what I was really trying to do, because he got sick and there's like a bunch of things I need from him before I can launch, and he was sick with the stomach virus, which I also had. I was sick with a stomach virus and then a ear infection for the past couple weeks. And he got a stomach virus and strep throat from his kids because he has young kids. So launch on the beginning. I don't know what you mean. Hi, Jerry. So it's just, if I had money, right, I could hire like full-time developers who are only working on Vuli, and I wouldn't have to like just wait on moonlighters. Yeah. Hi, Alfonso. I mean, in my opinion, life has happened way too much for all these guys. But what can I do? Like, I can't, like, okay, like, the developers I have are good. Like, it's not an issue of, their capability or skills. It's an issue of their time constraints and, to, I guess, an extent, commitment, because they're not making money directly from working on this. I mean, the two Indian guys I pay very little to. To them it must be good, but to me it's not that much. And they're great, but they're front-end developers, and so front-end guys can only do so much. Like, most of what they can do hinges on what the back-end guy does, which is Richard. So it's mainly... It's not that he's a problem, because he's fucking brilliant, and I'm very lucky to have him. But he just has a lot more going on, and have to try to balance that. And that's the main holdup, is having someone like that. I wish I could fucking build the back end. He did deliver, so the issue isn't that he hasn't delivered. It's the issue of, like, okay, so, like, when it comes to development, right, you build the platform, like, he built the base of it, but then you have to iterate, and then there were things that were needed to be added that were not added, that I can't launch without, that he didn't know about, so now he has to go back and iterate. So it's not that the bulk of the thing works, it's just all the little things, and those things require a lot more cooperation among everybody who's pitched in, and that's what's hard. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even that worried about the tagging being that extensive for launch. I'm not even implementing the machine learning until probably 3 months into beta, because, I mean, I thought I could put the machine learning, but then the guy was like, you can't really do any machine learning without a decent amount of user data to feed into the algorithms and basically train with. So I have to, like, collect more data before I can even integrate the machine learning, which we have that built out, like a way to track what everyone's doing on the site. So the tags they can be fairly basic I do the tags right now. It's like I have a scene, and it's like, oh, solo, masturbation, blonde, little tits, nice ass, innie or outie, manicure, pedicure, toys or not. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, it takes me just a couple minutes to, like, think through all the things that I could potentially tag with, alongside putting up all the info and images for a video. So, I wouldn't say it's death, because it's almost ready. It's not like it's in danger of not launching. It's just I can never get it launched on the day I want to launch it. If we're not spending... Yeah, I'm not really I mean, I'm definitely low on money. Because I have spent... well, it costs $2,500 a month on Amazon to run the EC2 instances that run the whole thing. I don't know how it works. So Amazon cost me like $2,500, and then, of course, I had the Vuli.com site. The domain cost me like $1,250 a month. I'm almost done paying on it, like 3 more months. I can actually just pay it off. I just put in a thing to pay it off today. So no, I definitely am losing money every month that I really hope beta can replace. Yeah, the cutting a video problem is solved because I'm cutting them myself until it's fully solved adequately enough. I mean, here's the thing. They cut really well. Like, it really did work, but there's a lot of, like, margin of error, and so it would cut a video pretty much perfectly, but it would cut off the first 10 seconds, and that's not good enough for me. Those 10 seconds are important, so I'm just cutting it myself and uploading it. It's really not that big of a deal. My computer runs really fast, and I've just been... And that's why what my plan is, I'm going to launch with like 100 scenes on the site, and then like every day add like 5 to 10, and then that would be like new updates every day, essentially, of new content, and it wouldn't be too taxing on me to do all that work. Oh, no, it's not cheaper. Well, it doesn't cost me money to split them. Not really. It costs me money to convert them, which I can't avoid. Which is like, so if I take the video and I split it into 4 scenes and then I upload them to Amazon, and where they're stored, and then I put them in the bucket where they get processed for use on the site. That processing is, it takes a scene, make sure it's in MP4 format. If not, it converts it, and then it also converts it into basically 4 or 5 different videos for the different quality resolutions. So like, there's like 270, 5 something, 720, 1080, and then we're not doing 4K right now because it's too expensive. Except maybe I'll do 4K for like Golden Key. Rendering locally. I don't know. Well, it doesn't make sense for me to... I would have to take a video, download a media converter on my machine, and then convert that video into 5 more videos, and then upload those in order to avoid... But I'd have to do that, like, for a lot of content. That would be kind of a lot. I think it would take a long time, too. Even with my powerful computer, it's not a fucking crypto... It's not a cryptocurrency miner. I don't need to recruit more people. I need full-time developers who are 100% focused and paid only to do Vuli. I think the video processing on Amazon does other things that I don't fully get, but he does other things the way he puts it into the Dynamo table. And there's like IDs that are generated for them, and there's other stuff. It's just, yeah. Amazon gave me like $10,000 back because of the media converter costs that I didn't know I was going to incur. So I don't think Amazon's bad. I'm trying to do a soft launch. That's literally what I'm trying to do, but the site isn't... I can just show you, I think. Well, yeah, I can show you because it's unlisted, right? Or does it matter if it's porn? One second. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. This part needs to be fixed. This is one of the UI elements I don't like. I designed it differently and he needs to fix it. This mouse over thing doesn't work right. I don't wanna... Damn, how do I... Wait, oh, I can just do this to check what you guys are saying. Okay, hold on. Yeah, the beta is for getting glitches and stuff identified. Yeah, that's the whole plan. Oh, thanks, nerd. Yeah, I don't think $2,500 a month for... It's just basic upkeep for... We have S3 running, which is all our video storage stuff. We have Dynamo running. We have the servers that... whatever it is that allows us to have an API that works, that grabs things from the servers and puts them on the site. Like, all of that costs money. Well, it's an unlisted stream. I don't think I can get in trouble. I don't think. I mean, I'm gonna delete it, so. Oh yeah, so I was showing you. I mean, I've shown this on like a YouTube video. Like, it works. And it works fast too. Like, that's pretty good, I feel like. The video aren't working right now. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is with the... It probably is more expensive right now for me. I've lost so much money paying for basic upkeep, thinking I could launch like next month. Like, I wanted to launch like 8 months ago. Like, it's been pretty... It looked pretty much like what it looks like in January. With just a handful of things that need to happen. Now, granted, there was like a big revamp we had to do on the back end, so it doesn't matter if it looks the same. But I've been trying for a long time, so I've lost like I've lost what? Like almost $20,000 waiting for people now this year. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't have enough money now to hire someone full time. Like, I have to get the beta out. I have to get beta out. I have to hope that all of you guys and everyone else who signed up, which is quite a lot of people, you know, spend $10 or $20 a month on it during beta. And then I have to, at the same time, hope that when I'm able to put it in beta, I can then go on YouTube and hopefully recruit more founders and people who want beta access to pad the revenue so that I can afford to, like, exist. I'm rushing the launch as, like, as much as I can right now. I have, like, literally, I can tell you, so I already cut out the machine learning. I'm like, you know what? We're not going to fuck with this for launch. Like, it's kind of complicated and time consuming, so we're just not going to implement it at launch. Like, we have it. I have a huge GitHub repository with a ton of machine learning shit in it. So whatever, but I'm not fucking with it right now. I need Richard, the CCO, to fix the video processing. Right now it's stuck on ingest on DynamoDB. So these videos I'm trying to ingest are not working for some reason. I put them in like a week ago. We had to dump the old table. I had a table with like a fucking couple hundred videos. The problem was that was what the splitter put out, and the splitter was like cutting off the first 10 seconds in some cases. And it was really hard to go through and figure out which ones were fine and which ones weren't. So we're just like, let's start over and just wipe the database. So now I've tried to put in like 10 test scenes, and they've been on ingest for like a week. And part of that was because he was sick. So I need him to fix the processing so that they complete and aren't stuck on ingest, so that I can actually click play on the site. I need him to... for some reason our code, the Indian guy can't deploy UI fixes that he's done. So he's like, fixed the site and he can't deploy it because there's something broken with the deployment branch. So Richard needs to fix that. I can't launch without a basic dashboard system for the studios to log into and see like their sales and earnings live. It doesn't have to be complex, but they need something, and that was in our contract. So the other Indian guy is going to build that out, but for that to have worked, Richard has to add like cascades to the database where it's like if someone buys a series or a scene, it all works out to track it correctly for then Mahindra to build the dashboards on top of and like hook up to the database. I have to make sure the discounts for you guys, for the founders, are working, like the 15-25% off stuff, and that changes prices on the back end for you live, so you get the prices that you see are already discounted. So we have to implement that, and then I just need the Indian guy the two Indian guys. One of them has to build a basic dashboard for the studios, and then the other one has to do the basic UI fixes that he says he's already done. I just can't see because he can't deploy it. And that's it. Like, aside from that, I just hook up the site to the videos, and we're ready. That's all I have, but I'm waiting on him to do it. Yeah, investors and founders are getting beta access. But, yeah. Do I think beta will generate any real revenue? It depends on what real is. I mean, if it can just cover my Amazon costs, then that's good enough for me for a while. I mean, the founders packs have generated some real revenue. So I don't think it's too much to think that, you know, I mean, the most popular founder pack was the $25 one, right? And the bulk of that cost was just them buying access to the golden key, which is like 3 full-length, high-quality scenes, which would otherwise be like probably $3.99 on the platform. I was thinking that's probably a good price, like $3.99. So that's like $12 right there for 3 scenes. So if they want more scenes, that cost like $3 each or something. And there's like several hundred. There's going to be like 500 people in the beta as of today. So that's a decent potential. Like, you know, if everybody in the beta buys one thing for like $3, that's not much, but some people will probably spend $50 or $100, you know? I can't get a loan. No, I don't think I'm gonna have to pay Amazon for another. Well, no, I mean, I don't see myself not being able to launch in a month. Like, end of August, I don't see why I can't get it out by end of August. Because the only reason I wasn't out by end of July, because I just read those, like, 4 things that need to happen. They're not difficult. The only reason it wasn't out because Richard got sick. I was sick too, but I'll power through it. But he's sick, and he has clients, and he has kids, so it was harder for him. I don't have to pay that much more for development for beta because Richard can do mostly everything. Any other bugs, most of the bugs we could possibly find are going to be something Richard can fix or the Indian guys can fix. And the Indian guys are fast and cheap, to be honest. So my development costs are the bulk of that money is out of the way. Like the bulk of, like, the platform is built, right? Like the code is there. We have the APIs. We have we have the functionality there. So now it's only like tweaking it. So that's all. Richard is capable of everything except front end code. Well, I don't want you guys to log into beta and not have your discounts immediately. Am I in need of more money? Like, well, yeah, but no, yes and no, right? Like I only need. It depends on what the question is when it comes to money. Like, like, it depends on where you're asking me I need money. Do I need money to make more original content and to, like, be able to grow the site and to have, like, a cushion in case some other big expense comes up? Like, then, yes, that would be, like, a lot more money. As far as just needing... I don't need money, like, immediately today, but I'm gonna need money in, like, 2 months. Like, I'll probably be out of money in, like, 2 or 3 months. Well, no. I'll be like fully. If I only spend like 25. No, I mean, I guess I have like another 6 months or so before I'm like literally broke. And then Richard said he would put money in as well. Like Richard said Richard makes a lot of money. So he said if, he's not going to let it, like, fail because we can't pay a bill or something. So, if worst case comes to worst, I can't fucking pay an Amazon bill and it's still not launched. Number one, it's his fault in that case, so he should pay it regardless. And number two, he'll pay it. We worked that out. So I don't really need money for, like, upkeep. I need to launch beta so I can prove that it works good and people like it, so then I can get a lot more money to invest in it heavily, like way more original content, polished stuff, buying a full-time developer. I don't see how I'm going to not make any money. Like, I've already made money. How is it going to not make money if I've already made money? Well, it's good to know you can live without the discounts. I mean, if it's not exactly like, a game changer. Richard's not watching. Yeah, no, we're fine. No, I don't want... No, we're fine. I'm not worried about just getting it out and being able to pay for it. Shut up. I'm busy. I just let you out anyway. Yeah, like, he would cover costs if, like, worst comes to worst. I'm hoping that the beta will cover its own costs, which aren't that high. Because, so, aside from, like, the 2,500 Amazon, that's going to go up probably $1,000 or $2,000 while we process videos, and then it's just going to depend on what the costs look like after I process, like, 100 videos or so. And then the costs are just the basic upkeep costs of running all the servers and stuff on Amazon. That's $2,500 a month. And then video processing, which could be up to $500 to $1,000 a month since I'm not doing 4K. And then the rest of it is variable costs. Like, all the other costs I could incur only happen if you guys buy something. So I don't have to pay to stream a video unless you bought it. So the only stuff I really have to pay to stream are the previews, and I'm making those like a minute long, which I think costs like 0.003 cents or something for one minute stream to one person. Yeah, I'm not paying the talent, but I'm paying the studios. Yeah, so no, profitability sucks dick until I own my own content. No, the profitability should work out that, like, I keep enough of a cut, which is like 40% of a sale, that should cover the costs of streaming the video and then contributing to overhead costs. But that's what the Golden Key and other original content would be for. Because, like, if people buy the Golden Key scene, which you guys won't because you already have it, basically. You already paid for it, basically. But, like, let's say I launch it and I tell the channel it's launched, and I say, okay, it's actually launched now, so if you go to the site and you become a founder, you'll get beta access within a day or two. I think that'll probably sell a lot better than, like, what you guys bought into, which is, like, it'll launch when it launches. So I think we can reasonably see a decent influx of some founders when it's actually available, and that's all straight profit. So I'm hoping that money is what will pay for the overhead, not the scenes from other studios people are buying. So that's why it's, like, really important that over time I build, like, a significant original content library, because that's what'll drive profitability and enable me to have a subscription model eventually. Yeah, I was gonna try to pay royalties to talent. The problem is you can't get them to sign up for shit. Like Vuli's gonna have to be a lot bigger before I'm able to implement which would basically be a very centralized affiliate program, for them. A very easy, but you can't get talent to do shit like right now. Not for a new company that they're not gonna make. Like if they're not gonna make $500 to $1,000 guaranteed a month for like no effort on your shit in porn, they're not interested. So I'm not gonna pay any talent anything unless they're promoting my shit for a while. It eventually adds up, but for beta, it's limited to only the people who buy access. So right now, the lowest ability to get access is $25. So I'm not worried about how many times they watch a preview stream, or preview, yeah, stream. Um, and I'm considering offering like a $5 access package. I don't know if I should. Like it would literally be like go to the site where you became a founder and pay $5 and you get your beta access information and that's it. You just get beta access and that's it. So I'm throwing something like that around in my head, if I should do something like that, because I think that would bring a lot more people into beta, and if they paid for $5 to get access, that should cover any costs they might incur me from using the site, and drive some additional revenue. Like I think a lot of people would sign up for beta just to see it and use it, not even to buy porn, but just to see it. So I'm thinking I might do something like that, like the day of. But I don't know. I don't know if that would undermine everyone else's packs. It shouldn't, because they're not going to get golden key access. They'd have to buy it. So I don't know. Yeah, over time I want to add lots more analytics and stuff and have cool. Yeah, because I mean we're building it so that we can track like all of user activity. So we're gonna have like a lot of data that we could mine over time to get some interesting insights that I would use to like decide what original content to make and who to hire and stuff. What do you mean, Dorium, about you bought equity? Yeah. I mean, investors are getting in the beta. I'm sorry, I'm like eating. Okay. The goal for beta is, test everything, get feedback, have people email me if shit's not working right. Like, I already know right now that, like, it's impossible to reset your password because I've been trying to do it for my own account because I can't remember my own password on my own site and it won't work. So, like, things like that could be caught early. General feedback, images, see what people are clicking on. A beta, hold on. A beta allows me to release a much less complete product and get judged a lot less harshly for what it is out the gate, because it's not going to be as polished and as perfect as I want, because that'll be another fucking 6 months to a year of development at least. And also because I can't implement any kind of recommendation system without user input. So I need a big test group I need a bunch of guinea pigs to give me a lot of data so that we can train our algorithms and models and however that shit works so that the machine learning even matters. And yeah, and to hopefully get some money as well. The plans for original content is like as soon as I have money in the bank that I can use for original content, it's not that expensive. So I could churn out like a decent amount of original content. If I had like I don't know, like 50k, 30 to 50k in revenue a month, I could definitely churn out a high quality original movie or series every month with that kind of revenue. Well, depending on the profitability, of course. So maybe more, maybe definitely more like 50K in revenue to be able to have the profit. But 50K in revenue gets me pretty close to being able to get like a pretty big investment at some point. So there would be that too. So yeah, it's just a journey. Am I opening up investment again? I don't want to. I don't want to until after beta. I don't. There's. It's not in a farther. It hasn't come far enough along from where it was the last time I raised money, and I don't want to raise money at the same or less amount of equity again. So there's no immediate need for me to. I mean, the only thing I would do with a big investment, well, depending on how big, I mean, another 50K isn't going to get me a full-time developer. 50K might get me a couple original series or movies or whatever with which to use to sell the thing, or maybe some marketing, like being able to pay a YouTuber to shout me out or something. So any further money right now pretty much would just be used for content and marketing, unless it was like big enough that I could actually hire somebody. But I don't even know. I don't want to hire anybody full time until there's revenue. Period. So it's a weird spot to be in. Thanks, productivity. Production costs. So the money for one movie can be as much or as little. I think so. Like Black.com, they made a movie last year that got a ton of awards in the porn world, which doesn't matter, but hey. And they spent like $200,000 on it for a movie. And then there's people who spend like $10K on a movie. So, I mean, a Golden Key cost me around $20,000, less actually, in the teens more. I definitely made the money back on that already with Founders Packs, most of which came after I posted the trailer for the Golden Key. So it's not expensive to make a porn series. So anyway, just rambling over here, lol. I hope this is helping you guys. Okay, I'm good, Bovine Joni. Thank you. I'm glad for that. Oh, he's totally aware. Yeah. I ride his ass all the time. He likes it. Like, he needs to be nagged because he has a lot going on. So it's easy to, forget stuff. Because he's coding like half the day. I know, because I was there and I saw him. But he's coding in like 4 or 5 different projects. Maybe like 2 or 3 right now, actually. He works for some pretty serious shit. Like, he works with a lot of hedge funds and stuff. Honestly, if I ever have like a venture capitalist interested, it won't be like he will be the reason that I get it. Like, I'll be the reason and the site will be the reason, but he will be like such a huge asset to a serious investor because he has a lot of experience and a lot of, I guess, pedigree, if you will. And he's just a really high quality dude. So he would make the investment seem a lot more worthwhile, I guess, because he makes it pretty obvious that it's unlikely that porn has has a ton of people like him in it. So he's very much a competitive advantage from like a technical standpoint. Yeah, I mean, I'll never quit. Like, I think about it all the time, but I'll never quit. Like, I want to quit, but I won't. I don't have it in me to quit, but there's plenty of days that I'm like, fuck this. Like, this is not fun. This was supposed to be fun. It's not fun. So, alright, well, hey, I think this worked out pretty well. It's been like almost an hour now, and a pretty decent amount of you showed up, so I'll just do this, like, randomly. Thanks, Bovine. I have thought about gamification, actually. I don't know. I have actually thought about that pretty thoroughly, sort of. I don't think it makes sense to implement now. It'd be something I A/B test in the future, like see if people even like it. Or maybe it's something, I don't know. I'd have to design that out. I guess I could add it under like my account and have like an achievements tab. And since we already have the user data being monitored, I just have to think of achievements and like rewards for gamifying my porn VOD site. Like watched 10 videos in full, fucking bought your first video, watched a preview. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it has a place. It'd be kind of like gamifying Netflix. Like, would you guys use a gamification feature on Netflix? And tell me why and what would be your incentive. Badges don't matter, right? Because there's no community forum. But the CTO, Richard, is the good asset for Vuli. Bye, Jerry. Thanks, Bluestone. Well, but right, nerd, but what would be, like, if you were on Netflix and they're like, hey, check out our new gamification Netflix feature, what would make you give a fuck? Because I can't imagine why I would care. At least on Vuli, right, I could be like, you know, once you hit certain milestones in your achievements, I could give you a free video or something, right? Or like a free coupon code. Like, there's like the perks I could add on Vuli that would make more sense with that business model. I guess that'd be the only thing. That'd be the only reason to do achievements, is to try to save a buck or two. But on something like Netflix, it wouldn't work, right? Because there'd be no incentive. Yeah, there'd be no incentive on something like Netflix. It would only work if I was giving stuff away for people doing achievements. Okay, bye, Adam. Okay. Well, yeah, exactly, Neil, which I think would be Wuli's main issue. Like, the only thing would be kind of like... Yeah, that's the only thing I've thought about the gamification, is to incentivize them to buy more scenes. So, I mean, maybe that would work, though, you know? Because even if I ever introduced a subscription option, it doesn't make the achievements irrelevant. Like, for example, if someone completes all their achievements, maybe they get 3 months or a lifetime of free membership to the Prime aspect of the site. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could probably do. Yeah. Well, hey, if you have some ideas, shoot me a DM on Discord. And I mean, the easier it is to implement, then the easier it is for me to test it and actually put it on the site. Like, it would have to be a pretty simple... I'm interested. If you design those systems, and I'm interested in, like... It's something I could feasibly put in the beta, if it's not too much work, and see how people interact with it and like it or not. Like, I like the idea of giving people, like, cool badges and stuff like that, but there's no way for them to show it off. I don't really want to add a forum. I don't think I want to add a forum. But maybe a forum wouldn't be so bad if it was done well. If it was like an easy, accessible part of the site. Like if it was like you click forum and Vuli just turns into like Reddit, but for porn. That could be cool, but I don't want to overload the site with features. I don't know. I don't know what people would really talk about on a forum either on Vuli. So it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go work on some stuff some more. Nag Richard. Hey, since you guys know a lot more information now, if you see questions in the Discord come up and I haven't caught it yet because I have to like manually check it and remember to do that, then you know a lot of stuff now, so you can answer them for me. No, thanks for you for hanging out. I've thought about a forum, but I just don't, like, Netflix doesn't have a forum. Amazon Prime doesn't have a forum. Amazon actually does have reviews, a review section that's decently implemented on their app. So I just don't know if I want people reviewing porn. They say the weirdest things in the comments, and it's kind of off-putting. So I don't know. Yeah, you're admins now. All right, I'm going to go before I can't stop rambling. Thanks for talking to me, guys. Thanks for supporting and bearing with me.